and we're from Informatics.
Welcome to the series, What's in Your Marketing Toolkit? As we all know, there's many tools we use on a daily basis to get the word out about your company or organization. So over the course of the next couple weeks, we're going to look at a couple of those tools, which are SEO and social media. In this episode, Sarah and I are going to help you get to know SEO and social media by explaining why it's important and some of the lingo, some of those terms that you should be familiar with. Now we're going to look at SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization and is the process of improving your visibility within search engines. So why is this important? A lot of people think that if I get my website out there, my customers will find me. But the reality is there are millions of websites out there that offer the same product, the same service, target the same users, and are your direct competitors. So how do you get found among those others? That's where SEO comes in. By being able to identify how users are looking for your company or service, you can begin to optimize your website for those terms in order to improve your odds of getting out in the crowd and being found among your competitors. So before we get into the nuts and bolts of the SEO elements, as well as some of the tactics to optimize your website, there are a few key terms that you should be familiar with. The first term that we're going to look at is search engines. This is a tool that we all use on a daily basis in order to search the web. The most common ones are Google, Yahoo, and Bing. There are many others, but these are probably the most popular search engines. The next term you should be familiar with is keywords and phrases. This is probably one of the most important concepts to understand for SEO. When a user goes to a search engine, they type in keywords or phrases in order to find the website that best meets their needs. These keywords and phrases are what you're going to use to optimize your website. Being able to identify how people are looking for you helps you, again, increase your odds of being found among those millions of other websites that we were just talking about. The next term we're going to look at is organic searches. So you've probably heard the term organic versus paid. And as you can see in this image, you can kind of see the difference. Across the top and along the side are paid searches, but in this red box is the organic search. This is your ultimate goal. Being found on the first page in the first position, again, just increases your odds that users are going to get to your website versus the thousands or millions of others that may return in a search result. The next term is analytics. With any tool that you use, you're always going to get asked the question, how do we measure this? How do we determine if we've been successful? That's where analytics comes in. It provides you data such as visits, how many people get to your website, referring sites, how do they get to you? Is it a search engine? Is it another website? And also content, what are they looking at on your site? There's a lot of other data it provides, but in the end, it provides you all the data you need to continue that ongoing process of SEO and optimizing your website. Now that we've looked at a couple of the key terms, the next step is learning the elements of SEO. And in our next video, we're going to cover these elements that you see on the graph, which allow you to, again, begin the process of optimizing your website. The thing to remember is that at the core of any strong organic SEO campaign is content marketing and social media. And so now Sarah is going to talk a little bit about social media.
Thanks, Kara. As Kara discussed, social media and SEO are both very important for your online marketing toolkit and for increasing your overall online presence. We're going to start with the obvious question for social media. What is it? What are social media sites? Well, simply put, they are virtual, interactive sites where people gather to communicate and connect with one another. You've probably heard of some of the more popular ones like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. But the reality is, there are hundreds of them out there. Pinterest, Google+, Instagram, just to name a few. Each social media site has a separate goal, whether it be photo sharing or video sharing, content sharing, or just connecting and meeting new people. Each social media site also has its own terminology. In future episodes, we will discuss the terminology for social media sites, and we will help you decide which social media platform is best for your bottom line. So why is social media important? Why should you be on it? Social media sites are great for staying up to date on what is going on around you. What are your customers talking about? And what are your competitors doing? It's great for going out and just talking to your customers and drawing in future potential customers. A lot of people ask, why do I need to be on social media if I have my own website? Well, we're going to answer that question. There are some key differences between your social media site and your website. First of all, your personal website is your corporate domain where you put all the information about your products and your services. It is completely ran by you and you have full control over it. On the contrary, your social media sites are where hundreds of thousands of other people are also operating. This is where you can kind of change your voice to be more corporate professional or more fun and personable, depending on how you want to be seen. You do not have as much control over this site because it is ran through the rules and regulations of that particular social media site. But it is still a great way to actively go out and seek customers. Social media also allows you to link back to your website. And in the end, that's what you want to do, drive traffic back to your homepage. Like SEO, social media is an ongoing process, and it is a vital aspect of your marketing toolkit. Our next episode will discuss SEO more detailed and focus on elements of SEO as well as how to optimize your online presence. So thank you for tuning in this week, and we hope to see you next time.